Oh. Oh. Hey everybody, Mark here. I'm feeling a little glum because my job officially finished yesterday. So but I'm also quite, it's quite the uptick. The Alberta government announced yesterday with like 8-9 hours notice that everything was going to start opening up today. Like not everything, but a bunch of things were going to open up. Yeah, as early as May 1st. So amazing. Yeah, that's way earlier than expected. I expected like June 1st. So I think a lot of people did. Anyway, I am out here in the Sheep River area and kind of parked at the Kananaskis sign. And I got a couple more hikes to do in here before I kind of run out. And then once they open the winter gate on May 14th, I got more options. Anyway, I'm going to try and do some of the ridges today. All right, got lots of options. I don't think I can do this in one day. This will be definitely at least 2 hikes. But I'm going to go for it today. I'm going to just try and go all the way out here, right to the John Ware Ridge. And then back, and then maybe just take one of those alternate ways back. And then, some other time I'll probably come up this way and then come back down Fork Ridge. Anyway, at least that's some of the goals. You got a few vehicles here. They still have the signs up and everything. I mean, they just announced like 12 hours ago that the provincial parks were going to start opening. It wasn't even on their site yet. I get the sense that even they were probably caught off guard. Anyhow, here we go. Trail goes up right behind Kananaskis sign. Such a luxury to have just nature, no snow. My last hike, I had snow from start to finish and ended up dealing with like 1.5 feet of snow up on West Muley Ridge Pass. This is just, it's just such a difference in this valley compared to Highwood, even though it's only like 25 kilometers difference. Well, right off the hop, there's a little hump you have to climb. The back side of it isn't that exposed, so into the snow. And then Anchor D Outfitters is like right here, so you're gonna deal with horse crap. And with horses also comes mud. So it's all part of the fun. Oh my God, such a beautiful day. So happy to be out in the sun. Loving it. It is spring, so you get snow, and it's just a matter of time before your feet get wet, but I'm gonna try and avoid it because it's really early for that. There we go. Oh, those birds going off. Love it, love it. All right, it's just a wager, just a guess, but I'd say I'm probably heading up that. So that there was kind of a big intersection, right? One part of the trail goes up that way, like Muley Ridge, that sort of thing. The other part, you just follow the fence. I'll follow that for a while, I think. Delightful. Delightful. It's so nice and open. The birds are just going. Oh, loving it. Oh yeah. Nice little creek. Oh. Figure out if I'm supposed to cross this guy. Yeah, you can see it clearly on the map. Northwest Fork Creek. So this is going to be a lot of mud down here. And well, let's see, maybe the tree, maybe this will hold, or maybe I'll just get my feet wet. I'm going to put my phone away for this. So that was a horse crossing. Start hiking up a little bit, and it's like, they actually have like, I don't know if this is a natural bridge or someone built it. Probably someone kind of built it by cutting down trees and stuff. And yeah, pretty ingenious if someone actually built it. Cool. Well, that's not the end of it, but fortunately it's not that difficult to pick through. Woo! Right here. Right here. Up like that. Like this. And there we go. Okay. Okay, now that I've come out of the trees, this is another intersection. The thing about an area with cows and horses is there's trails everywhere. So you gotta be quite wary about what the book says, what's on your app. So this is Mud Springs Pass. I'm not gonna come back all the way here. I'll probably just go up to Mud Springs and then go back along Muley Ridge. So I'll probably never see that trail, but I'm gonna go up this one and try to follow it all the way to its end. See what happens. Sure looks beautiful right now. Man, no snow once you get in the open. This is awesome. Good little climb and a great spot for my first break. Woo. See down there, the boundary fence. You kind of go in these trees a bit, and then you kind of go up this hill, and the cars are on the other side of that little hump over there. Whew. Nice ridge walk. Looking out east. Is this all Anchor D's land or is this all reserve land? Like, this is some beautifully open hills and oh yeah. Man. I hope somebody's enjoying it. Well, you can't say we don't have a lot of protected land to go hike on, so if I manage to hike most of the trails in my lifetime, that'll be quite the feat. And you got all these trees, all the same kind. And you got these two guys that stick out like a sore thumb. I love it. Like, totally different. There's actually like 4 or 5 of them down there, but different color and everything. Oh, what a beauty you are. The sun. Look like you're right in the middle of July. Well watered, well everything. Everything else is still like half dead. Oh. I think down there is Mud Pass, which probably speaks volumes as to what is actually down there. You can see a lot of stuff with northern exposure. Still has lots of snow. North and south exposure makes a monster difference. And now I'm getting views out to the north. Starting to even see some real mountains over there. Oh, quite nice. Oh, this is exceptional. I don't know if it's because I'm finished my job now, so all the stress is kind of pouring out of me, but I just feel extra fantastic out here right now. Oh man. Well, I think I've made it pretty obvious, but this Carrier Ridge is just a treat. Nothing like an open ridge, and there's not even wind. A ridge without wind is some wonderful hiking. I can't help but keep looking over here. I don't know if it's Anchor D's land or reserve land, but every so often I'll see little trails and little tracks, you know, either from cows or horses or, you know, someone bringing a dirt bike in there. But I think I might be going up this thing. I think it might be John Ware Ridge. So I got my work cut out for me, that's for sure. Well, anyway, right now I got to finish off Carrier Ridge. Remember not to go just plunging right into the forest, right? Look behind you. Now I'm gonna come off trail and come over here and see what that looks like. There's two random trees hanging out here by themselves. Not bad. So this is Mud Pass back here. So you guys are aware, oh, I think I can see a trail down there. This trail pretty much ends on the app maps. The apps all use the same maps, you know, whatever you're using, unless you're on someone else's track, like that happens on all trails. But I use Maps.me, and this guy's done. But I mean, as you can see, it's pretty hard to get lost. I came in off this ridge, I could go back down that pass. And when you got one ridge and one ridge, you go that way, it's, you know, where are you gonna wander to? Pretty hard to get lost. And of course over here is the other ridges that I keep looking at. Oh. Well, here's my trail. Here's an extremely obvious road. So this is a pretty majorly obvious way to get down to Mud Creek or Mud Pass. And it goes down the other side. Man, does that make the explorer in me completely perk up. You know, like I'd love to, be neat to go and head down there. I'm gonna mark this, and maybe one day I will. Maybe I'll come back here and just go running around in here, see what happens. All right, that's eye level. Look how high this guy is rubbing his antlers. It's a big boy. Yep. That one's a lot lower. That's about my, that's about my eye level, pretty close. Well, here we have another trail going down there, and another one going down here. I'm not sure if this is the trail I'm supposed to do or not. It's, in order to go to John Ware, I'm supposed to go down a, talks about a cut line. So this is just a trail. It doesn't look like much of a cut line to me. I'm gonna keep going down here. You know, there's not even a cow trail going down here anymore, and see what happens. All right, I carried on up that. Now that I get to the end here, another trail kind of pops up, brings me down. I gotta get to the end of this ridge, so I mean, usually that means you're down on like flat parts, but let's see. To my knowledge, that's a porcupine chewing all the bark off a downed tree. Well, I am down in kind of the aspen and following just whatever trail I can find. In faint trail, while there's like 17 faint trails down here. It is nice to have nice open woodland, but it means that, you know, you are just, once the trail becomes faint, it's nearly impossible to keep the stupid thing, right? This looks like a bit of a trail over here. That's about as good a trail as I've seen. And it's going to deliver me to a cut line. Now, the beauty of a cut line, and really the whole point, is that it makes a big line right through the forest. And as long as you go the correct direction, it's pretty much impossible to miss. All right, unless it's totally grown in, but yeah. So, carrying on, where very few have gone before. It's usually end up route finding and picking my way through forests like this. This is Mud Springs Creek. Broke out of the trees, had to cross some deep snow over here. I'm not sure if this is the cut line or not. Like, you can see a very clear opening in the trees across the creek. But one thing I know is if I follow the creek, I will 100% get to the cut line, because it shows on the map, it shows the creek crossing the cut line. It also shows another trail coming along here. So I think that's kind of what I've intercepted. No worries. Beauty about this time of year now is I got lots of time. There's lots and lots and lots of daylight. All right, I've been walking like 5 minutes and I've already come to the East Fork. Now it appears, if you look at the map, that I got to cross just before the East Fork and Mud Springs join up. So that should be just down here, according to the maps. Yeah, I think it's right here. It's following some obvious cow trails. Yeah, there's that. Let's see here. And there's the other one. Okay then, yeah, that's quite the confluence. It becomes much bigger over there. All right, well, here's where the cows go across. I want to find my way across that somehow. Sometimes a narrow creek works against you, but not if you find a place to hop across. So I managed to keep my feet unscathed. I'll mark this spot so I know where to come back to. And then I got to figure out the next step. I never did find any cut line, which the cut line was supposed to lead me to this. All right, walk up the grass to the tree's edge and then pick up a trail, which is actually an old road. All right, I'm leaving myself little crumbs on my app too. I'm gonna have to pick and figure my way through this. Try not to get my feet too wet. Well, when you hear hike up to the forest and pick up a trail, it doesn't seem that easy, but I mean, look at that. As soon as I walked in here, I spotted it. Not hard. When it's an old road, not hard at all. Okay, I followed the road. Eventually the road joins cut line. Goes that way, but that's not where you go. It says from the level, go through a bit of trees and up through a drift fence. So go up here and go through a drift fence. I'll know I'm going the right way. Now that I walk down here, there's two ways to go. I'll try that way first. Well, climb up forest through, steep sections, through a drift fence to the summit. So that's all I got to work with. Is that the summit? Is that the summit? Or is that the summit? Not super sure. Found a bit of a camping area. An old tire. Usually it's rocks and stuff. Or maybe this is supposed to be a salt lick for the cattle. I don't know. I don't know what salt licks look like, but I hear about them. But here's a tire. I'm still here. So the book basically has given up on meaningful direction. So I'll climb to that, see where to go here. I think maybe I should have stayed on that trail down there. It's just kind of coming along down here. Certainly had a lot of stuff across it, so I didn't mind climbing. But yeah, I think it is just bushwhack from now on. All right, clearly found some kind of cut line. There's a little stream over here. Oh yeah. Sure make a lot of noise for just a little guy. All right, I'm gonna carry on that way down that cut line. All right, from the top of the cut line, you can see I've almost made it up. So this is where I'll break off. Amazing what these. Anybody know the story behind all these cut lines and logging blocks? And I think there's no one that knows all of them. Probably people that know pieces, but not all of them. So I climbed up and I've screwed up. I'm pretty much convinced. I think over here is John Ware Ridge, that one. I think when I was on that road and it swung to the right, I was supposed to follow it to a level and then turn left, and that would have brought me up there. I never did encounter a drift fence. And this isn't the tallest one. This is some kind of stunted north cousin. So, yeah, I've climbed a nub that probably not many people see, but I did not accomplish John Ware Ridge. I don't think it's this one. That's pretty tall, but I don't think that's it. Oh, all right. So, I could go down here. You can see there's like snow and stuff on this, so I don't know if I want to bushwhack that. I know over there is clear, so I think probably the best thing for me to do is come back down to that flat and then try to figure out a way up. Sad but true. Pretty nice view up here. All right, only thing left to do is get at her. One more thing to note, you can see Kananaskis, 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 Crown Land, and farm. You can see where it ends. Just over here too, you can see the house, the farmhouse and everything. So this is what it would look like if we didn't protect it. And this is what a lot of Alberta looks like. Just a lot of farming. Well, we gotta eat, but still want some of this around, right? All right, so I'm back down to the cut line. I originally popped out down here. I'm gonna climb up over there and see what I got. Well, I have purposely come all the way to the west side of this opening so I can get a good look at what I'm working with here. I tried to find that road. Figured it would pop out here somewhere. You know, that little, yeah. And that's the cut line I walked down. So now it's a matter of how do you get up here? That looks pretty decent right there. Right here looks like that might go up a little farther, get me closer. Well, I already made a bad choice and went up that one, so I guess there's nothing to do but make another one and see what happens. Well, from that right side of that middle meadow, found a cow trail that took me south. And I'm in the open, and look at this. All right, this is the second time I'm gonna go and climb a grass hill. This better be it. Well, I kind of think that I'm screwing up again. There's no drift fence again. And maybe that's it right there, but whatever. This is taller than anything else around it. It's definitely taller than that one. Definitely taller than the first one. So just making my way up here zigzag. That's the way to handle a steep slope. Oh. Boy, oh boy. This is the first one I climbed. You can see the farming settlements now for this vast farmland. This is a false summit. There's another one. All right, let's go. Well, from John Ware Ridge, it is supposed to be easy enough to proceed south. It definitely isn't. And then I look up at this guy, and what's this? That is a drift fence. This is John Ware. And what is that little nub? It looks like it might be the top of a house. It would be hilarious if I did all that climbing up there and then someone was like, hello, you're on my damn property, get lost. Whew. This is more of a challenge than I thought it would be, but it always seems to be. This here's Muley Ridge. At some point I gotta work my way back to. Well, what did I say about time? I got lots of it. I think my first thing is to head down into here, and I can work my way through this and try to get up to that. I'll actually finally get to the drift fence and then work my way up. Well, damn. Start coming down that hill and I find an old ledge from an old road. Question is, where does it go? Not sure it's going to bring me where I want. Oh, is it turning? Or is this just a big lump? Yeah, it's just a big lump. Well, maybe it's going straight up here. Maybe that's like a cut line. That is steep. Yeah, we'll see. I'll follow it until it doesn't suit me anymore. Well, the road led me right through the trees. And here's that fucking drift fence. And markers, 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 markers. Blue ones. Oh, is that marking trees that need to be cut? All right, Daffrins, I'm trusting you that I'm not trespassing by going through this thing. Hopefully I'm not. I can't believe I'm climbing another one, but when you look back, it's actually kind of encouraging. I'm actually almost on the level already with that one. So once your legs kind of get into a groove and start working, it's funny how far you can go. I've been hiking, backpacking, almost non-stop. You know, the strength is there. It's paying off. Holy crap, I made it. Look at this, I hadn't seen that. The one over there, and then this one was hiding. Oh. Oh. All right, let's recap. I think down here, that's about where the tire was. That's hill number 1, hill number 2, and now I think I am finally on John Ware Ridge, because you can indeed go south. And I went through a drift fence. Oh, damn. Woo. Struggle to think what I could have done to make this easier. I did not research that much. But, I mean, the directions were pretty vague once I, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go into this random rock that's sticking out here that I thought it was maybe the top of a house. It's very random. No rocks sticking up anywhere, and then you got this. Very random and a great spot to sit down. Well, nice little break. There's a part of me that thinks, I should head back. But I worked damn hard to come here. I Right, I really did. Well, I'm gonna carry on down this thing to its highest point. Apparently it's simple, except there's a bunch of fences in the way. And yeah, and I'm gonna find my way back to Muley Ridge along one of those trails that I made note of. Oh, cool. I came through these trees to come check out the view over here. Here's a very visible road. Here's the view. And some cairns. So obviously I'm not the only one insane enough to come up here. Oh, there's even some, oh, there's a road going down here. Holy freaking. Well, okay then. These people must know how to get to this and hike up it, because I'm sure that that's got to be no trespassing. That's got to be private land. Yeah. Damn, they just made roads up everything. Unbelievable. And right away come to a fence. Quite a new one too, and very solid. Walk along that, see how far that brings me. I think it's time to go through this fence. I know that it's okay until I get to big fat no trespassing signs way down there, but that's much farther than the tallest part of this, so. Fences are a bit of a pain in the butt. They're done up quite tight, so I managed to wrestle that one off. Kind of step through and then wrestle it back on. Can't just leave it, right? Got to be respectful. I'm gonna come over here and start walking up this thing. Someone is doing nice work up here. There's even footprints. It's pretty much almost a private hike for these guys back here, because only very few, just the crazies like me, are gonna come in from Muley Ridge. Well, this is my third fence. Two of them have looked like this. I've been just leaving things as I find them. Oh. Keep on going over here. Well, I believe that's it. Highest point of John Ware. I gotta figure out a way back. And look at the snow. This is pretty deep stuff here. So the challenge will be to try not to have to, get stuck having to go through some of that. Oh my God. Oh, come on, no cairn or anything here. This is even higher than the other place. Oh. Wow. Oh. Woo. Okay. I'm not going to share everything with you guys. I don't want people coming up here inexperienced just after having watching my video and trying to do this. But I will give you the coordinates to this one. And I'm giving you a picture of my breadcrumbs. So the blue one is the crossing. The yellow ones are just general crumbs. And the gray ones are like Peak 2, and then John Ware Ridge over there, and then this one here you can see I'm standing on when I took that picture. Woo! Yeah, damn. Okay, now the goal is to bushwhack down without encountering like deep snow, and there's like hills here that I don't want any part of, right? I'm trying to get to there. That's Muley Ridge. I booked, I waypointed exactly where that road was. So it's actually right about here-ish. Apparently you can go down here quite a ways very easily, or on that side of that valley that I was looking at, but you will run into no trespassing signs, and you'll have to follow the Kananaskis fence, and I guess it sucks. You're going through swamps and all kinds of stuff till you get back up Muley Ridge. So No thanks. Okay, new observations. See right there the crease in the hill. That's a road. And another one behind it, that's a road. So that might lead me to, you know, the road that was going up the hillside over there. So I might try that. So I'm taking a bit of a gamble here, either right around this lump or left. I'm going to try that road around that and see how that works. I have been looking at this oddity all the way since I was descending from way up there. Sheesh. This never happens. Oh, trees. You're the strangest carvers. Here we go, I found the road. There's a bit of a drainage down there, a bit of a creek. Let's see if this gamble pays off. Well, there's my perch up on the top of John Ware where I was looking at this road. I gave myself more climbing than I needed, but I'm not down there in the snow, which is what I wanted. Appears to just kind of keep cut lining, so see how well it works out. Right now it's still working out. Well, the road did fine until it got to this little plateau, and then it makes a drastic turn to the south. Where I want to go is straight down here. I can actually see a bit of a cut line. So I think that's just an access road that goes down to it or something. But I think it's not going to be too bad to get through this. I actually hadn't spotted that cut line before. I think the road that I spotted over there is a cut line access road. So it's, yeah, as long as I stay on this thing, I should be able to find that access road and take it up. All right, I'm gonna keep going down here. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Kind of veered off the cut line a bit onto a road. It's brought me here. Tricky part now is to get up to Muley Ridge. You can see there's snow and stuff. There's even snow over here. And you can see all these like cow lines and stuff. This is all the stuff I was looking at earlier. So if you follow that far enough down there, you'd run into those no trespassing signs I talked about. Okay, now where? All right, I'm proceeding back north again. Here's another little hopper creek. I still have to get across the creek that's over there, and that road is 0.7 over that way. I'm tempted to just walk all the way around the ridge again, the way I did to begin with. I don't know. That was less than graceful. Let's see here. I'm gonna keep following these cow trails and see if they go down there, and see if there's a trail that, like where the cows cross, and then there'll be a trail going up the other side, right? At least in theory. Cut line goes up there. I know it's pretty steep and it has snow on it. I'm gonna walk along this creek. I'm gonna wait until I see a trail going up. I saw another trail, right? I put it on camera, I believe. I want to see if I can spot that one. I'm gonna stay on this side of the creek too. It's in better shape. Well, one thing I've certainly accomplished here is my curiosity about this valley is gone. That is 100% satisfied. I've seen more of it than most people ever do, that's for sure. Oh, that little creek back there. I just keep walking. There's a lot of snow on the other side. Oh, not that much, but the more I walk, the lower Muley Ridge gets, so. Whew. Oh, I would manage to make something that seems like it should be easy turns out to be harder, or I make it harder. I finally crossed. A lot of places it gets too wide, but some places it gets pretty easy to just hop over it. Like I said though, this side is not in the same condition as the other side for some reason. As soon as I find any kind of trail heading up, I'll take it. Well, I just finished climbing up through the bush, saw that it wasn't too hard, not too much snow, so I just started climbing. Look where I'm popping out. Look what's here. It's the trail. The trail's going down that I saw that I was kind of looking for. Oh well. I made her, all that matters. Now I'm gonna start heading down this guy here. Oh, I remember this. Seems like I haven't seen this valley in like 5 hours. Woo! Walking back on the lower trail now, underneath Muley Ridge. It's all right. Some half decent views. These views in general are starting to get a little ho-hum now, but you know. Well, with everything I had to go on, I was hoping that I would find a pretty easy trail, but I am gonna have to dodge some snow, and from the looks of things, go tramping right through some. On my way to Mud Pass. Turns out there's 2 of them on the map, so this would be the one in the east. Really easy to combine these, you know. There's those 2 trees, so real easy to bail off the ridge anytime you want and come down to this guy, that's for sure. Lots of ways down. Horses and cows. Been dealing with a lot of crap on this today, but this is probably the worst. Let's see, bushwhack around the whole damn thing. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna walk on top of that. It's all ice, nice and easy, especially with one hand on the poles. Okay. Oh, it's pretty thick too still, my God. Okay, now what? Oh, up there maybe? Oh yeah, this is where you're supposed to go. Oh, come here. Oh. All right, check my sunglasses. They weren't swept off my hat. All right then. That one slapped me in the face. Sweet. That's what happens when you get tired and stuff. You get a little bit lazy and that stuff happens. You get impatient. Oh well. Well, I have no idea when I'm going to get to Mud Pass. My only indication will be when it starts to descend instead of this climbing. Yeesh. The trail hasn't been that bad. I just happened to turn the camera on and there's another mud hole. I gotta figure out if I want to do Muley Ridge or not. I've done a lot of work today, so see if I got it in me. Woo. But yeah, I got no help from the book. It doesn't describe it from this direction. It's not on my app, so if I miss it, I miss it. If I don't, I don't. Well, this Mud Pass just doesn't seem to come. Just a slow, steady climb, and of course, its name is apt. My feet are tired, which just makes it go and go and go, right? Never seems to end. Oh. Done a lot of climbing today, so this is, yeah, I'm ready for this to be done. Look at where Muley Ridge is. It's like 100 feet above this pass, which I believe now I'm at pretty much. You know, it really isn't worth doing this trail unless you just want to explore it like me, or if you feel like working hard. There's like 4 times the mud, like there's a lot of mud, and there's no views at all, and you know, you do most of the climbing that you would if you did Muley Ridge. So yeah, well, now you know. I guess the tire is a salt lick. Well, I've made my decision. I guess I've decided I do have another climb in me. So I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna have to climb up Muley Ridge. And then I'll get some fresh new views. I haven't had views in a while, so I am wearing myself out today. Back to the salt lick. I went down there, which seemed super obvious, and that dribbled out to nothing in no time. I'm actually gonna walk back up here a little bit. That's what my app says. The app actually has that trail on there. I checked. It's like, oh, look at that. Didn't think it was there. No, it shows it back here. Here's a trail. Oh, and there's a piece of ribbon. Is this piece of crap it? Everything looks like a damn trail here. Oh, a lot of water. Well, I'll try it out. Well, it became clear pretty quickly that that was it. Fortunately, now it is starting to climb, which means maybe the mud will take a bit of a rest. Well, the trail has some pretty deep snow, but it's hard, easy to walk on, and people have tramped on it, so it's not too bad. Oh my. Why am I so determined to finish what I set out to do, no matter what it does to me? Whew. I'm gonna have to recover for a few days after this. Oh. The view from Muley Ridge. Okay. Well, you see things through the trees a little bit, but Muley Ridge is about half as fun as Carrier Ridge right now. This is mostly what it's been. Yeah, there are some views off the sky. Quite nice in the, it's going to be twilight here soon enough. Carrier Ridge, there was views probably 60% of the time we were hiking, so it was, yeah, it's pretty hard to compete, definitely. Well, I think maybe another 20 minutes or so, and I'm back to the intersection, and then I gotta climb the Anchor D hill. That's the name I've given it because if it wasn't for Anchor D's land, you could just walk around it real easy. Okay, spoke a bit soon. This is a fantastic spot. Got one of these awesome trees here. A few of them even. This is beautiful. Yeah, this is by far the nicest spot on Muley Ridge. What a day. Feels like it's been a long time since I was here. Gotta go across the culvert, climb Anchor D Hill, and I'm done. I don't remember the last time I heard a squirrel make such a ruckus at me. What's wrong there, buddy? What is that sound you're making? Huh. All right, I guess your young must be around. I'll leave you to it. There you go, without doing the hair. That's what it looks like after being under the ball cap and working that hard. Oh, wow. What a big day. John Ware was killer. 3 ridges, but I did 3 hills trying to find John Ware Ridge. Woo! Oh man, I'm gonna be in great shape if I keep doing stuff like that. But leave it to me to day 1 of the parks are open and I'm off work and I blow myself out of the water. My feet are sore. I'm sure my back's gonna be sore. My legs are gonna be sore. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing body maintenance tonight. Anyway, Muley Ridge was worth that one little shot. Carey Ridge is pretty awesome. Ware Ridge is an amazing amount of work, but yeah, I enjoyed all of it. What can I say? It's amazing to hike without 2 feet of snow in the way. It really is. Get out there and hike.